Because I was told by Democrats that no illegal has ever voted in an election before. And there seems to be tons getting ballots and voting.
Yep. Jimmy Carter.
Well, that should be elder abuse.
Yeah.
They're like I've seen those videos of them being like, oh, you're gonna vote for the first female president. And the person's like, seems totally, that should be illegal. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's like forcing someone to vote.
Guys, she's back. 5th time. Oh my gosh. The fans love you.
Yeah, you can really tell by all the comment sections.
Yeah. And you
So lovable.
haven't gotten your mail-in vote, you said, right?
No, okay, so on the website, obviously I know every state's different. So for mine, I actually liked it because even though I don't know if it's true, I liked it because it was very organized. It was like, okay, so it shows every time I voted, when the ballot got to my house, when it got sent in, even when I vote on recalls. It actually has all of that, so I like that. It's very laid out, you know what I mean? But I look and I'm like, where's my ballot? Like, I need to go vote. And also, like, I fill out every single thing. I don't just go president, turn it in. I really do spend a lot of time. I would say it probably takes like over an hour or two every single time. Because obviously I think that's very important. So for me, it's like most important district attorney, president, boom. But yeah, I look and I'm like, it's just at the mailbox, hasn't left. And I have the tracking and everything. And it says it was supposed to be delivered almost like 2 weeks ago now. So I guess now, and like, you know, it's different for district and stuff. So now I'm all stressed out. I'm gonna have to spend the weekend trying to figure out like, can I just go there, get it in person? But then I have to fill it all out. So this is a whole thing.
That's strange. And now certain counties are saying it's going to take weeks to count the votes.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, when you're dumping them all in, it takes a lot of time.
Man, I'm
Did
worried.
you see that they found a bunch in a storm drain?
No.
A bunch of ballots.
This election or last one?
Yeah. And then there was just a video on X, and it was like they were like 25 an hour, Kamala Harris to do like ballot stuff and all this stuff. And then they said that they completely blacked out all the windows and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, like nothing just sits right about that.
I feel like if they did it before, why wouldn't they do it again if nothing happened?
Well, okay, this is what we've been saying for 3.5, almost 4 years now. So let me get this straight. We had all these things happen. And not one person's in jail. So why wouldn't they do it again? So basically, they cheated on us and we got back together with them. And like now we expect they're not going to do it again. Like, okay, word. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out.
Crazy. I think as we're filming this, Trump's on Rogan right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
today.
I can't wait for that. I think that's going to put us up in the polls.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Kamala denied going on allegedly.
Oh, I wonder why. She's been
Yeah.
doing so great in all of her interviews.
Polls are looking bad for her lately.
Yeah, because every time she talks, people realize how dumb she is. And she doesn't have answers for anything. Like, even on TikTok, which is the most far left, insane, worst platform. I don't care. I hope it gets deleted. All the comments are like, she never answers the question. Ever.
Yep.
Easiest questions. Would you do anything different? Maybe one of the girls who got murdered under your policies. Would you do that different? Nope. Inflation, anything, immigration, crime, BLM, lockdowns, anything? Nope. Okay, got it.
Nothing. Yeah, I haven't seen her talk about Big Pharma at all.
She keeps talking about turning a page.
Mm-hmm.
I go, but if you want to do nothing different, then you would be on the same page, correct? And nothing about the health and wellness of our country, might I add. Just calling Trump the H word every day. Oh, sexual assault allegations. What perfect timing. Because, you know, when guys sexually assault me, I wait 31 years till they become president, and then I talk about it. Yeah.
She just compared him to Hitler, right?
Yeah. Just that they continue to do that. Which is funny because historically, if you actually look, if you know anything and you look at Hitler and his rise to power and all these different things, it's actually way more aligned with the Democratic Party, silencing your enemies, killing off your enemies, all these different things. It's interesting, but everything they claim we're doing, we all know that they're doing. It's also crazy because I was told by Democrats that no illegal has ever voted in an election before. Yeah, there seems to be tons on camera. And there seems to be tons getting ballots and voting.
Yep. And dead people.
Dead people. Oh,
Jimmy Carter.
Oh.
Well, he's not dead.
Well,
but...
that should be elder abuse.
Yeah.
They're like I've seen those videos of them being like, oh, you're going to vote for the first female president. And the person's like, and you're just like, oh, yeah, that seems totally, that should be illegal.
He can't even open his eyes. I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's like forcing someone to vote.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you're telling me someone 100 years old wants to vote for a biracial woman?
Yeah, that generation was different.
Okay, you guys. Okay, have you ever talked to your grandparents? Sure, bro. Sure.
Did you see the Department of Defense just passed something? They're now allowed to murder political protesters on American soil.
Is this what Kennedy was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was talking to my friend, I won't say his name, last night, and I was like, hey, I saw this video. I'm gonna deep dive into it, but he seemed like it was a very big issue, and obviously I listened to him, and I just had watched the video and I was like, yo, this is another level. This is actually crazy.
No repercussions. They can murder you now if you're protesting politically.
So is this... So I see that going two ways. They take the election the second time because they're doing everything they can. We've seen this. And if we retaliate, they just take everyone that retaliates out. Sounds like someone I know in history. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the other side? Because you know what's so funny? If you had any of those illegals on camera being like, I'm here voting for Donald Trump, you know that voter ID would be required and those borders would be shut. But I'm just like, are these the people screaming about democracy?
They are.
And I see people always commenting. They're like, please, for the love of God, USA, like, don't become Venezuela and all these different places. And I'm like, this is scary. But the positive side is they are very scared. And that's good.
That's a good thing.
They should be.
I mean, they're trying everything. Now murder is allowed.
Thing.
Like,
I don't understand that, because he said that that's never been done.
Never.
In the history of time. He basically said that they are going to use U.S. forces against its own people.
Yeah. And you hear, you know, people like Vivek talking about how they weaponize these government agencies, and it's right in front of our eyes now. They just passed this, so.
Which is, we've been talking for a very long time now, if you're in this space, and unfortunately you interview political people, you are too, that it's crazy. People don't realize unless they're in this space how bad it is and how much is on the line. Like me and X talk about it all the time. We are actually genuinely scared if they take this election again, then every single person who's outspoken, definitely people like me, are all going to be a target.
Oh, yeah.
And will be viciously targeted in many different ways. First, we'll be deplatformed, then we'll be silenced, and then they'll actually start coming to our homes. And that's what these people are actively voting for right now. And I just always tell people, I'm like, if you think you are for that because someone is different than you and has different opinions, first of all, that is so anti-American. Second of all, it will come to you. Mm-hmm. You are not safe. Why would you think you'd be safe from all these things? Because you're not a Republican? You think they're going to use these forces against Americans? You're an American. What do you think this is? Like, it's really scary. I just didn't know people were this dumb.
No, it is. I mean, you saw Elon and Tucker talking about that, how they're going to prison if Kamala wins.
I mean, that's insane. It's so funny. Every single thing they accuse us of, they're literally doing. And you've heard Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, Tim Walz, all these people literally being like, free speech is not guaranteed. It's a luxury. What the are you talking about? That's literally like what this country is based on right now, and the only thing saving us.
Yep.
Like, that should be a red flag to any person with a brain. But God forbid, because girls want to have abortions, we're just going to all be politically murdered and in prison so someone can have an abortion. Yep. Well, you don't need to worry about that. You're all going to be infertile anyways.
That's already happening right now, I think.
Yeah.
What's going on with Eminem, dude?
Oh, Eminem. He hasn't been relevant for how long? They're paying him how much? They're paying Beyoncé, the ringleader of all the child trafficking cults. You have like Kamala did a video with Usher and everyone's like, yo, don't think this is probably the best time. And I'm like, yeah, it's literally the Epstein list, like the meme, and then the P. Diddy list. And then they're all endorsing Kamala Harris. By the way, they're all getting paid tons of money as well. Like, what do you think? What do you care what celebrities say? They're all like pedophile worshiping Satanist freaks. And they're all elitists too, which is so funny. The middle class party. I'm like, these are all elitists.
Yeah. They don't have as much influence as people think. I remember at the Heritage event we were at, the guy said like Taylor Swift only impacted 50,000 votes, which is like the top of the top.
Yeah, the mentally ill, like,
and that's just people that registered, so not even votes, but.
Yeah, I'm like, who cares? They're not influencing anyone. It's just they just have tons of money and they need to spend it. And they think and they know that their voters are super dumb and they're going to be like, oh, Beyonce and Kamala Harris. It's like, I love her.
It's wild.
Oh, my God.
Eminem had such a good career, and then he went at Candace. Now he's backing Kamala. It's like, dude, why would you throw it away right now?
Yeah, you had like Lizzo backing. Because she's a great person. Oh, because she's
crazy.
Fantastic. You should definitely listen to what Lizzo has to say. Wasn't she making her employees eat bananas out of or something? Like,
and then you see them paying these kids on TikTok to debate 24/7.
oh, yeah.
I mean, every time I'm on TikTok, it's like this kid debating. It has like 7,000 views. I'm like, why?
Yeah, and they're just making money, which is I call them all out. I'm like, first of all, that is so bad for your mental health. Second of all, you're all just making money. You're just sitting there. You're just part of the machine. You know what I mean? Like, have an original thought or opinion, but they're not. I believe every single person, like the difference is like on the money or on the right, you can make money. Obviously you can't. We have to do it to survive. Yeah. But it's like, I also didn't make money for 4 years and lost everything and couldn't even go back to a normal job. These people can go to any job they want. They can do whatever. They get shot to the top of the algorithm and they're all getting paid. They have one thing in common. They're all getting paid. There's a chick, I forgot her name, Juliet or something. I don't know. She's like a young Democrat out of like Texas. And she's like trying to turn Texas blue. And it's like, you are stupid. You are really dumb. And she's also like morbidly obese. And I'm like, that's who you guys put at the top of your people to promote, like a 19-year-old who's morbidly obese, who's like a Democrat. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, I don't think Texas is going blue anytime soon.
No,
maybe Austin, but
she's probably going to have a lifelong career and get paid tons of money.
Yeah, so they got tons of money. Kamala raised $1 billion. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she had to go in because all the money from Biden, they could then transfer to her, or else they'd have to do funding. And like, let's be all over again. Let's be real. How much money is Kamala Harris going to raise?
Right.
None. No one likes her. I don't even think Biden likes her.
It doesn't seem like it, to be honest.
I don't think Obama likes her either.
Based off his facial reactions, probably not.
Yeah, he looks so over it.
I mean, did you see him talking to those black guys?
Yeah.
He was like really upset.
How, like, I always like for Black Americans, I'm like, so every 3.5 years, the Democratic Party, who goes in and ruins your life, neighborhoods, you know, that's all deep state shit. We can get into that another time. But then every 3.5 years, they kind of talk to you like you're an idiot and like you're not just to get your vote. Are you not finally insulted? It's so insulting. And also, do you watch like the way they talk to people like they're dumb babies? Like the other day, she was like, "See it together, this," and I'm just like, how the is this real? Like, people are like literally dying every single day. Like, let's not forget about the hurricane that just passed. And you have like Democrats on stage like twerking with Lizzo's fat and like telling black people they need to go vote. You guys were the ones that said black people were too stupid to find IDs. Now you want them to all vote for you. Like, absolutely not. I think Black America is waking up and they're like, yeah, I'm not just going to be a part of this anymore. Especially like when all the crime, like who do you think neighborhoods these affect? You know what I mean? Yeah. They offer them like, oh, we'll do this, a tax credit, this, blah, blah, blah. Dude, help them by like, we need to help them in other ways by like keeping families together, by like keeping people out of jail and out of the systems, the systems that you all benefit off of.
For real. Yeah. Shout out to Terrence K. Williams. He's been going at
great.
Cuban. You see that back and forth with Cuban?
Yeah, he's awesome.
They got something on Cuban. He is not acting normal.
Why does he look like a lesbian now?
He looks weird and I don't know, dude. Something's off because he's so smart and he's just being weird on Twitter every day.
Well, if you're being weird, it's like, why? Do they have something on you?
They have to.
You know what I mean?
Or he wants some type of political position, I think.
Oh, God. Just retire. Just get an island. Traffic on that island like you guys all do. Just please God, stay out of American politics at this point. It's so exhausting.
I really hope Trump drops that Epstein list. I'm very curious.
It's so, you know what's so funny about these lists? Like, do you not agree that if it was a whole list of Trump and Republicans, which by the way, like there's photos and all this, I'm like, they were all in the same scenes. He was like a celebrity everyone forgets. Having a photo with someone, I have photos with tons of bad people. Does that mean I was with them, hanging out with them, trafficking with them? No, obviously not. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, I think he pulled himself away. Thank God. I don't think he was involved with these things. I would obviously hope not. But it's so funny. It's like, you think if he wasn't on these lists and Republicans were on this list, they would be out tomorrow? Of course they would be. That's how you know they're guilty.
Yep.
You know? And Elon Musk even tweeted that.
Yeah. I think Bill Gates is on the list personally.
Oh, God. He's such a creature. What? Oh, he just donated what, 50 million to Kamala Harris?
Oh, did he?
That's how you know
it.
anything he does, do the opposite. Yeah, I think he just donated 50 million to her campaign.
Wow.
Where's that? What are they doing with that money?
Spending it on TikTok debaters.
Literally, it's going to Dean and Harry.
Harry, and there's Parker. Those three are like big ones.
Those three trannies.
How's Dean?
Those three gay boys. Oh no, you can't say gay. It hurts my feelings. Oh my God.
Has Dean hit you up privately after?
Dude, by the way, Dean went and was like, so after I demolish Emily in a debate, and I was like, I literally laughed at you for 4 hours. Which is funny too, because after Steiny was like, let's all get dinner, and let me just call him out. And Dean was like, I can't, I have plans. And Steiny was like, what's your plans? And I was like, I'm down. Let's all go get dinner. You know me. I don't give a
yeah.
At the end of the day, it would be un-American if I was like, you're a piece of because the way you vote, blah, blah. It would be hypocritical. And I was like, yeah, let's all do it. And it's so funny. He literally, not only, he said he couldn't get in a photo with me because his fan base. So once again, he is a slave to his fan base. He is insincere. You think I give a about taking a photo with anyone? I want to take photos with the most canceled people on the planet. If you don't like it, unfollow me. You know what I mean? And so refused to take a photo with me. What a loser sellout. And on top of that, then went and got dinner with Steiny, but wouldn't go if I came.
Oh, so you couldn't go?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Steiny picked him over you?
Well, no, it was just funny because like I was just like, I have a life. I'm going to go do my own thing. No offense. The last thing I want to do is probably have dinner, but with this kid. But it was so funny because I was just like, these people are so different, like off camera. You know what I mean? It really is such an act, such a show. It's so beneficial. By the way, you want to talk about me getting canceled, which I did not defend slavery. If you're dumb and you think that, then congrats, you're a Democratic voter. The funniest thing is, I'm like, wait, so I'm getting crazy online getting canceled. He's the one that said the N-word. Oh, but I forgot, Democrats all get a pass to be racist. But if you're a Republican, you have to be perfect.
Democrats have the N-word pass.
No, it's so funny because I'm like, you guys are literally canceling me. Meanwhile, on paper, he says faggot and N-word. And I'm like, but y'all are still canceling me. I'm like, oh, this is so funny. But yeah, he was too much of a to even go get dinner with me.
That's crazy.
Because he has to, cater to his fan base.
I mean, I could tell you were trolling on the slave stuff.
Dude, you literally, okay, here's the thing. If you have to ask me if I would like to bring back slavery, I fear that you may be losing an argument because I'm sorry, in what world am I saying yes to that? And then when I'm sitting there like this with a sweatshirt on, I go, sure. Do you not hint any sort of sarcasm in that? We weren't even talking about slavery. And then he made a video, by the way, he posted on X the other day, saying I was condoning and referencing Hitler. And I'm like, y'all you can't, dude, it's a Democratic playbook. You don't like someone, they're Hitler.
I saw him debating Ben Shapiro last night about defending DEI.
Yeah, Ben crushed it.
Yeah, the 1 on 25.
Yeah.
Would you ever do that?
No. What a horrible day.
Those kids are crazy. I feel like they were just attacking Ben and not even caring about the topic.
No, they were so excited. They had their, because let's be real. They're all autistic. They're all on the spectrum. It's not normal to just sit there at that age and be downloading statistics and information all day so you can go debate Ben Shapiro, who, no offense, is smarter than you and more successful than you because he is so smart. I would never debate him. Why would you? Why? I'm not as smart as him. I'm not as educated. But it's you can just tell all these kids care about is just getting a clip, getting a soundbite, and getting to think that they won. And I'm like, okay, well, the difference is he's won at life.
Yeah.
See, you guys get to peek on the internet. Your entire life sucks. Ben doesn't care. He's chilling either way. He makes a ton of money. He has his wife, kids, whatever. It's just is that really what? Is that the peak to you? Do you think I care when I talk to people if I'm right or wrong or I win or I lose? I don't, because I have a good life to go to. You know what I mean? But I'm you guys, I don't know. It's just this weird new generation. I don't understand. I think they're going to burn out so fast.
I mean, they got 2 weeks and then their views are going to be down a lot.
Well, then they're done.
No one's going to care.
Who cares now? Well, I don't know. Apparently millions of people because my channels are all blowing up, but but that's another story.
Yeah, I just feel I've talked to David Pacman and stuff about it. He said views go down 50% after the election.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Because once you have a president, I mean, that's half your content talking about who's going to become president, right?
Yeah, it's actually kind of all of it right now.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't know, like I'd like to shift into more like local politics. I think that's super important. Improving the city you live in. These kids aren't gonna do that.
Yeah.
They're gonna go right to the next, TikTok thing or calling me racist online or whatever they do. And then it's just like I just think health and wellness is a much more meaningful, important path to go.
Yeah.
But I think we can combine those two. So that's what I'm going to work on, combining those two.
Let's go. You could be the face for anti-birth control movement.
Right? Yeah. And then those kids can be the face for birth control movement.
Did you see the transgender guy debate, Ben?
Oh, the dude that just looked like a dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused. It was a woman,
confused,
now he's a man?
It was, he said he had a vagina.
But do we know?
Nah.
I watched it. I was just confused because I didn't know what the it was. So then I was confused what it was debating.
Yeah, well, he didn't let Ben say a word.
Oh, shocker that they're emotional.
And then
it's
he
probably
thought he
from all the
won.
hormones.
Yeah, even the comments, because Jubilee's super liberal. I was reading the comments. No one was defending him. I mean,
That's
he literally
bad.
went on a rant for a minute and a half. I got to show you the clip. And then Ben didn't say one word. And then it ended.
Well, Ben was probably just like, so you're mentally ill. And this just proves everything we talk about. And that's the thing. I don't see the point in debates with people because I'm super open-minded. Like, actually, it's funny, like off camera and like on camera, I was actually super nice to Dean. Like, it's funny. He could never give me a compliment or say anything nice, but I had no problem doing it to him, which is Democrat versus Republicans in general. And I just was like, no, like you are obviously a young, smart kid. I'm not debating that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just don't think it's based in the right reasons. And I think you're too young. And when you grow up, you're going to change your opinions on a lot of these things, or you won't. You'll be a lifelong Democrat, and eventually you'll marry your husband and be really happy.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think we'll see if he can ever change. He's the one I have a little bit of faith in.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it was really insulting. And I do think this is why Trump won, because middle America is so tired of being picked on. And Republicans too. We're tired of being picked on and being like told we're basically like useless, dumb hicks. And he did that the whole time. He kept being like, the reason I'm better than you is because I'm in college and I'm smarter and I'm a Democrat because I know things and all these things. I'm like, dude, congrats. Like, what are you going to get a gender studies degree and you guys like talk about how bad white people are all day in like school? Like, congrats. But I was like, you do realize this is why our side does not like people like you. You've sat here the whole time and told me because you could go to college, which is funny. It's kind of an elitist attitude, actually. I didn't go because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To sit here and tell education makes you better and you're smarter. And we're all just dumb hicks and we're just drooling out of our mouths. I'm like, this is why we are passionate as fuck about voting against you guys. It's very rude and insulting.
College degrees don't impress me, to be honest.
The dumbest people I know all went to the top schools. And like everyone I know is voting for Kamala Harris is like graduated from some crazy school. Plus, I'm like, so you're saying all the self-made billionaires, most dropped out of high school, are all dumb. Interesting. Okay. Well, what do I know?
It's not a measure of intelligence these days.
It's not. And that's why it's so rude to sit there and be like, oh, because you don't have a college degree, your opinion is worthless. And that's why you're a Republican. No, sweetie, it's because I've actually been working since I was 18 years old. So I have a bit more life experience. Wait until you start getting hit with those taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait until you're not making $7K a day on TikTok doing debates. Then you'll enter the real world. Or when you have a store and your gets robbed and you need health insurance, you want to have a family. Wait until you step in the real world before you have opinions on it.
Yeah. And that's basically what you were telling him because he's 19, right?
Just entered the world. Congrats, kid.
He might not have even lived on his own yet. I don't know his situation, but
yeah,
that's a big step, you know?
Yeah, living on your own, paying for your car after 25 when you're not on your parents' health insurance. Holy car insurance, inflation, gas, all these safety. Like, are you going to want to have a business, taxes, all these things? Like, they really do matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, you're speaking on things you've never even experienced, frankly.
For real.
Yeah.
What are you working on next? What shows you going on?
Oh, God. I've been invited on a couple cool ones. One's very controversial. One, I think she's the most hated woman in America. So I thought us together on a podcast would be iconic. Because I was like, you're more hated than me. What? Pearly Things.
Oh, Pearl. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, come on.
She's very hated.
That's going to be fun.
I would love to see you
I think that would be probably one of the funnest ones I've ever done.
It would be.
That would actually take the heat off me.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the most hated.
Yeah. I'm like, well, which is funny because like half the things she says, I'm like, I don't agree. Half the things she says, I'm like, yeah, I see no issue with that.
But at least you could converse with her and it's civil.
Oh yeah. I think she seems to be very chill, not super emotional. You know what I mean? But yeah, that should be fun. A couple other ones, and then I'm just trying to start up my show again, so
Cool.
I can interview interesting people, and then just kind of figure out what I'm gonna do next.
We got a studio for you here whenever you need
I
it.
know. Well, I'm sure there's enough to talk about for the rest,
I got
for the rest of time, unfortunately for us.
Yep.
You know?
All right. Thanks for coming on again.
Well, thank you.